So in this video, I'm going to show you how I lay 90% of the time with a technique called pick and dip. Essentially what you're doing is picking the brick and just enough muck up to lay one brick with little to no effort. Right, let's slow it down so you can see what I'm doing. What I'm doing is squeezing the brick in my hand into the brick that's been laid, which gives you a perp. Then rolling the brick forward to squeeze about 80% of the excess to the front while picking it up with your trowel. So what you'll notice about my trowel is how small it is. It's only about 8 inches. I've had no trouble with my wrists or elbows in the last 5 years using this technique compared to when I used to use the 12. So if you have trouble with yours, give this technique a go and see how you get on, and let me know in the comments below. So to slow it down, you're picking the brick and the muck up at the same time. Then you're using the brick in your hand to squeeze the muck up against the brick that's been laid to push the perp up, and then pushing down, just rolling forward slightly just to push the muck out, and there you go. So how much muck you put down, it all depends on what sort of brick you're laying, the depth of the frog. You'll notice the frog of these bricks are quite deep, so I'm using quite a lot of muck on each brick. And you can lay engineering, semi-engineerings, you just need to know the consistency of the muck. So in this clip, I'm using the technique I was taught as an apprentice and used for over 10 years, and I compare it to the technique that I use now. So what you'll notice straight away is that I've already laid 6 bricks to 1, and this is largely down to, with the pick and dip technique, you're picking the muck up and the brick and perping the brick pretty much all in the same move, whereas with the old technique you're running a long bed out, you're not picking a brick up when you're going back each time, you're wasting a lot of time V'ing the bed and then picking the excess muck up before you've even laid a brick, whereas you don't do this with the pick and dip, which is why when I'm plodding along with both technique I do generally go faster with the pick and dip. As well, what a lot of people don't know about silo muck is how much heavier it is than mixer muck. We had to knock up silo muck, the powder form, in a mixer before, and it took nearly 15 buckets of water to knock it up, and it was very sticky, very heavy compared to when you use traditional sand and cement in a mixer, where it takes maximum, with a good mix, 2 buckets of water depending on the sand. So this is another reason why I like using a smaller trowel. It's just purely because of the weight difference that the silo muck is now compared to the old traditional mixer muck. So besides the techniques, when it comes to speed and getting plenty done, it doesn't matter how fast you are, it's how smart you are. So I don't know why bricklayers on YouTube seem to comment talking about how much quicker they are or how much quicker it is this way or that way. It doesn't matter how fast a bricklayer is, it's how smart a bricklayer is, how easy they make their life. Technique of laying a brick is just more personal preference than anything, but obviously it does put a factor into how much you can get done, but making your life easy is probably the biggest part of getting plenty done. So here's another clip of me laying the top course with the 8-inch trowel and the top course with the 12-inch trowel, and again same thing happens again where I'll lay 5 bricks, maybe 6, can't remember, compared to the first one, and in the end I laid near enough double with a trowel half the size. The point of the video is just to show that you can lay just as many bricks, if not more, with a smaller trowel with this technique. You can actually use the pick and dip techniques with a big trowel and use a long bed spread, and it is very fast, but I get plenty done with this trowel. I have no troubles whatsoever with my wrist, with my elbows, which makes life a lot easier at work, and I'm a much happier person just because I'm putting less effort in and getting more done. So I hope this helped anyone that's trying to learn the pick and dip technique. And if there's anything else you'd like to know about it, let me know in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.